The White House scam.
Hurry up, will you?
Yeah.
Hold on.
So how are the hustlers gonna get away with this one? Leaving Paul outside, Alex starts off casually browsing the shelves of the busy department store. Getting into character, he pretends to call his imaginary wife to make sure he's buying the right things.
$69.99? Yeah? Shall I get them?
As Alex won't be paying, he goes straight for the most expensive items he can find.
I'll get these and some pots.
Nearly £70 for a set of top-quality kitchen knives, but his wife wants more.
Casserole. OK. I'll call you back.
And that's over £100 for a casserole dish. Completely satisfied with this purchase, he heads to the till.
It's £164.49.
OK.
The bill comes to £164.49. Alex pays in cash. So far, it's all completely above board. He's paid for everything. Outside the store, Alex shows Paul his lovely new kitchenware.
OK. Did you get anything? That's quite expensive.
That is very expensive. That's £105. And a set of knives, £69.99. They're everywhere.
OK.
So they're by the till, and that's just behind the till. You'll see them.
Paul knows what he's bought and where it is, so he heads back into the store while Alex hides the loot in the boot. With Alex still outside, Paul collects exactly the same expensive items, but unlike his fellow hustler, he doesn't even try to pay for them. Out of sight of any security guards, he finds a half-empty shelf and stashes them where Alex can find them easily. Still nothing illegal. But now Alex returns to complete the con. He collects the goods and heads back to the same cashier with bad news from his imaginary wife.
Sorry, I just went outside. My wife has gone to Argos and bought everything.
Yeah?
So I need to get a refund.
No problem.
I've got the receipt in my pocket. Let me just... Thank you. Sorry about that. It's miscommunication. There it is.
With his made-up spouse providing the perfect excuse for a refund, Alex produces the receipt from his purchase a few minutes ago. The cashier suspects nothing and refunds his £164. And because he paid with cash, if the store spot the theft at a later date, the hustler is completely untraceable.
Bye-bye.
The boys have bagged themselves over £100 worth of goods for absolutely nothing. It's the perfect money-back guarantee.
That was actually quite easy.
We return to the store to reveal the illegal stock-taking that's been going on under their very noses.
Stolen them. How did he do that? It was very believable because he was really down to earth. And I saw him on the phone earlier on, and I overheard him a little bit, thought he was talking to his wife. They came back saying that their wife was in Argos and that she just bought everything else there. So we'd like a refund.
But arguably it's a very difficult one because it's a valid receipt. The goods are in perfect condition, so arguably there's no reason not to offer a refund.
Well, you can't really do anything if he's got a receipt. You can't call a customer a liar.
You can never tell who's going to pull a scam like this. People are always looking for ways to beat security. This particular scam came to public attention when a White House aide in the US was caught doing something just like this. In order to protect themselves, stores have to take measures. For example, whenever something is sold, they can mark or stamp it so they know that when it's returned to the store, that mark or stamp tells you that it was purchased. But you always have to keep your eyes open for new ideas.
Dressed as a respectable businessman, Paul targets an antique shop and puts his scam into action. The beefeater's standing guard, but he's no defense against a practiced scam artist like Paul. His first job is to find out who owns the shop. He discreetly picks up a business card from the counter and then pretends to browse the store. But really, he's checking out the name on the card. The proprietor is called Joan, and the shop assistant on duty is definitely not her.
Hello there. Hello there. Afternoon.
This is good news for Paul.
Is Joan here today?
No, she's not at the moment. I'm just sitting in for her.
To the assistant, it seems Paul is on first-name terms with his boss. There's no reason not to trust him.
If there's any way I can help, let me know.
I will do. Just trying to find the right item for a client.
Paul scouts out the antiquities. An expensive-looking wooden chest catches his eye.
Excuse me. Do you know how much this is?
Rosewood tea caddy. I take it that's this $350 plus VAT. Apparently.
Okay. Could you keep hold of that for just a second?
Sure.
The rosewood tea caddy cost £350 plus VAT, but Paul appears not to be convinced by his choice. He looks around the shop again. This time he's searching for an item about half the price of the tea caddy. This is a crucial part of the scam. He spots a bust costing £175 plus VAT and takes that to the counter.
You know what? I think I'm going to go with a bust.
A sale is agreed, and including VAT, the bust costs £205. Paul moves away from the counter so he can write out his cheque in private. Remember, this is his last cheque, and in the confusion, he's made it out for the price of the tea caddy, £350.
There you go.
Thank you.
Fantastic.
Well, you made it out that the bus on only 175. Or did you say you want?
Yeah, the
going with
bus,
the bus? Yeah, it's 175 plus VAT.
It was 350.
No, that was 350.
I'm really sorry. Give me a pen, I'll write you another one.
It's okay.
Yeah, sorry about that. Okay.
So you got yourself a bargain.
You know what? That's my last cheque, actually.
Can't really correct it, can you, with it all being...
No, you can't.
What a pickle. Because it's Paul's last cheque, they've got a problem. But being a scammer, Paul has a solution.
How much is that plus of that?
£205, yeah.
Unfortunately, I really need this today, or I just go back and get another cheque for tomorrow. Could I give you that cheque?
Yeah.
And you just give me the cash in balance? Would that be okay?
I don't see why not.
Yeah, it should be okay.
So how much is it altogether?
I've given you 350 here. It's 205. So you give me 145. That would be us straight, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Make sure I'm right, because like I said, I'm terrible with numbers.
He has deliberately overpaid for the bust, and the shop assistant, with no idea he's being scammed, agrees to pay Paul the difference of £145 in cash.
There's 145.
And when the money is handed over, the con is complete.
All right, thank you very much.
For now, the assistant is happy, but his smile will fade when he realises he's been had. Not only has he let Paul leave the shop with £145 from the till, but also with a bust worth over £200. And all the shop assistant has is a bogus bouncing cheque. We caught up with the antique salesman, and he eventually realised that he'd been hustled.
He did know her name, because he said, is Joan around? And so I let him pay by cheque.
Is Joan here today?
No, she's not at the moment. I'm just sitting in for her.
He wrote a cheque out for £350 and then went and said, this is my last cheque in the book.
You know what? That's my last cheque, actually. Could I give you that cheque?
Yeah.
And you just give me the cash in balance? Would that be okay?
I don't see why not.
Yeah.
If I give you this cheque, will you give me whatever the change is back? And I did.
145.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
Right, okay.
Have I made a real big mistake?
Versions of this scam have become very common on the internet. Let's say you're trying to sell something on an auction site. You sell it, they send you a cheque, but they send you a cheque for too much money. So you send them the item because the cheque appears to clear in your account, so you also send them a cheque for the balance. Now your cheque is good, but their cheque isn't, and eventually the bank will figure out that those funds are no good. So you end up losing your money, you end up giving them money, and losing the item.
If somebody sends you an overpayment for goods they're about to buy from you, don't accept that cheque. Ask them to send another cheque for the correct amount.
This is one of the most audacious scams because they don't just steal something from you, they make you pay for the pleasure of having it stolen from you. So it's very audacious, it's very clever, but you know the signs now. Don't pay someone to take your stuff.
This is the software steal. Jess prepares by placing a portable hard drive into a customised pouch which is then attached to her top. The hard drive costs less than £100 and will easily pay for itself. She runs a cable down her arm and puts a jacket on with a USB lead discreetly coming out of her sleeve, all ready to attach to a computer of her choice. She's about to walk into a busy high street store and leave with thousands of pounds worth of computer programs for absolutely nothing. She browses around and chooses a computer with the most desirable software on it. Making sure the busy sales assistants can't see what she's up to, Jess quickly gets to work. She attaches the drive and selects the files she wants to pinch from the computer. These kind of in-store computers hold all the latest multimedia packages, ready to demonstrate to legitimate customers. They're worth big money, and within minutes, Jess has downloaded them all. She goes from computer to computer, copying all the latest must-haves with just a click of a mouse. It takes several minutes for the software to transfer, and Jess constantly checks that she's not being watched. But her crime goes undetected by the busy sales assistants and security. As she leaves the store, it looks like she's decided not to buy anything, when in fact she has taken thousands of pounds worth of products, all stored up her sleeve on her portable hard drive.
This is how hustlers steal software. I take the hard drive, just plug it into the computer here. And then after a few seconds, it should appear on the desktop. And you go into applications, and then there it is, all the software that I can then copy. So I pick the one that I want. Then all I simply do is drag and drop into the hard drive. And there you go, all the information is yours.
The most common with this is somebody walking into a business and maybe taking an accounts database or taking proprietary information and copying it. The idea now that people can walk around with tiny little devices which can store hundreds and hundreds of pages of data, in fact, hundreds of thousands of pages of data, is quite a scary concept for most businesses, because all it means is one unguarded machine, maybe 5 minutes access, and somebody's copied all of your most important data onto a system and they're walking out with it. So the most easy protection that your typical computer store can put in place is a passworded screensaver. That means a customer cannot, unattended, walk up, plug in, and do something with your computer, because they have to remove the password in order to do anything.
In this case, we use technology to steal software from a store. But think about the kind of information you have on your computer at home, the kind of thing you wouldn't want other people to have. You should also consider the information that might be stored on a work computer, the kind of thing that competitors shouldn't have. So when you consider that something as small as a cigarette packet or even a matchbox might be used to store information or even mirror an entire hard drive, you have to be very careful about who you let near your devices.
Hello.
Alex and Jess, posing as a couple, arrive at a small jeweller's store. They're shopping for a present for Jess.
Look, if there's anything you want to have a look at, I'll get.
I like quite girly.
You like
sort of
girly?
Well, what about something like that?
No, but I like girly ones, and he likes really posh ones.
Oh, do
They can't agree on what kind of watch to buy and begin to argue.
Try that on, seeing as I'm getting it for you. Why don't you try that on?
No, I don't want to try that.
Could have one. It's personal.
The assistant politely tries to help them out. It's a small shop with no other sales staff on duty, and they're about to make her life increasingly difficult.
Yeah, but I think it's about time, we moved on with this stuff. But anyway, if I'm buying it for you, I've got to like it as well, right?
There's a pinky one there similar to that.
They're every shop assistant's worst nightmare. As the disagreement continues, a customer arrives. Another hustler.
That we're never going to be able
You can wear pink with most things though, can't you? Like with a nice...
primary colour.
Yeah.
Are you okay, sir?
Yeah,
No, I'm just now.
I'll make
Can I have a quick little thank you?
Yes, of course, with pleasure.
You dress nice though.
It's a 14-year-old girl now.
If there's anything you want to have a look at, I'll get out.
Yeah, remember.
Well, look at the Omega here, please.
I don't like stuff
Omega?
like that.
Yeah.
Sparks continue to fly, and the heated argument is getting out of control.
All the talking around Birmingham, right? It's cloudy and you're wearing something.
Yes, it is.
Ridiculous.
Can I have a look at
Hawking my
that?
hair up.
Yes.
If you don't like it, then you should...
Trying to ignore the commotion on the other side of the shop, Paul asks to try on a top-of-the-range watch.
Playboy things and
That's the
everything.
Daytona.
That's what I like that.
Second hand, yeah?
Yes, second
I'm
hand.
sorry, well, you know what to do then, don't
It's
you?
£1,200.
I'm going to get a pink watch.
Which is a good
It's
price.
worth £1,200.
I'm not interested in watches like that.
All right,
Like
okay.
what my mum would wear.
The disturbance is distracting the shop assistant.
Look at the one that you like. Okay.
You guys can size it for me and things.
Yes, of
I'll
course.
pick something. You
What
pay
I've
for it.
just said to you.
I'm not getting that one.
It's a bit class or something.
Excuse me, do you mind?
All right, mate. Easy. Relax.
It's really just embarrassing.
Stop trying to look like a footballer's wife, for God's sake.
But you know what's wrong with you? Will you stop trying to make me into somebody I'm not?
Will you calm down? We're in public. I'm sorry. Will you calm down?
Will you stop trying to make me into somebody I'm not? You want me to get what you want?
Calm down, all right?
After handing the watch back, Paul promises to return when the shop is quieter.
Are you not going to have a look at one of these?
No, I don't.
The argument has lost the assistant a possible sale.
I'm so sorry to
Okay.
Paul leaves the shop to get away from all the aggravation.
Sorry.
Then you're not
Sorry.
going to have a watch. Fine.
Jess and Alex finally take the argument outside.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Surprised and flustered by the row, when the manager returns, the assistant can't wait to tell him all about the argument.
I had a fella and a girl come in. She wanted sort of a girly watch, very pretty girl.
Yeah.
Then the fella rang the bell, let him in.
Yeah.
So can I have a look round? I said yes, of course. He said, is that a Rolex? I said yes,
that's right.
Rolex. I'm showing it to him, and all of a sudden, biggest Barney I've ever heard in my life.
But you know what's wrong with you? Will you stop?
Anyway, the fella said, do you mind? And they're still carrying on. And it,
So it's
he
cost
said,
us,
would,
might have cost us
yes,
a sale
he
on
said,
the
would you mind? He said.
She can't believe what's just happened, but there's an even bigger shock in store.
That isn't the same watch. This is a copper.
You are joking. Oh my God.
The £1,200 watch has turned into a cheap fake.
I didn't leave him, Gary.
No, listen,
Nothing
I know
like
you
that.
do, but
So how was it done?
Mail call.
Earlier on, Alex and Paul took delivery of a parcel. It contained a cheap imitation watch bought from the internet, and they know the shop has the same model. This is the vital prop for the scam.
Wait a minute. Rolex only has one L.
Back at the jeweller's, Alex and Jess enter the shop first. They'll be providing the distraction.
Yeah, if you're like 12.
As planned, their bickering gets the assistant's full attention.
Well, that's quite. Let me see that.
Meanwhile, outside, Paul hides the fake watch up his sleeve, and Alex subtly gives him the signal to enter the shop.
I just know you're getting something that's like. That we never.
Paul knows exactly what he wants, the watch that matches his cheap fake. The arguing couple are an irresistible distraction, and the concerned assistant can't help but watch. This is all Paul needs.
Getting that one. Class or something.
Excuse me, do you mind?
All right, mate. It's easy.
When he asks them to quieten down, it's a signal that he's ready to make his move.
Stop trying to look like a footballer's wife, for God's
But
sake.
you know what's wrong with you?
The slap distracts the shop assistant, and for a split second, she takes her eyes off Paul.
I'm so.
He switches the watches. It's quick, and she doesn't spot a thing. Let's see that again. Watch carefully as Paul brings the fake watch out of his sleeve. He's swapped his dodgy £50 fake for the real deal and walks away with a profit of over £1,000.
My eyes don't go from a customer. It was when I heard the slap and the shouting. He already turned round. I just must have gone like that. A split second. I am still shaking.
You have to remember, people who work in these stores are always targeted by thieves, so they're pretty sharp. But we had a distraction that they couldn't resist. Starts off small, people bickering, but at exactly the right moment,
Trying to look like a footballer's wife, for God's
But
sake.
you know what's wrong with you?
there's a slap. But,
All hell breaks loose.
yeah, you enjoyed that too, didn't you?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
This is the brass ring scam. Jess is going to treat herself to a pampering session at a local beauty salon. But being a hustler, she doesn't intend to pay for any of it.
I'm just walking in that. Have you got my
Jess
bag?
enters the salon talking on her
You
phone.
just wait there and I can come and get you. I can help you with all your bags then. I'll see you in a bit. Okay, love you. Bye-bye.
In full view of the receptionist, Jess puts her mobile in her bag, then checks her appointment.
I've got a appointment at 10 o'clock. It's Susie.
Beauty.
Yes.
Brilliant.
While she waits, Jess checks out the products on display, then hands over her belongings to an assistant.
Oh yeah, thank you very much.
It's time for her first treatment. It's a manicure. Price, £30.
So when Mum's coming down, I told her not to wear anything too warm.
Next up, a relaxing massage, £50. And 80 quid on getting her hair done. All beautified, she heads to the till.
Can I have my coat, please? Thank you.
Her top-to-toe pamper session has stacked up a £160 bill. The receptionist collects Jess's belongings, but returns with only her coat.
Oh, got it. Thanks. Have you got my bag as well, please? Thanks.
There's a problem. Jess's bag has gone missing.
So what colour was your bag?
It was a little black one. Yeah.
Had a little zip on the front.
No, it's a smaller one. Well, I just gave everything over with my coat when I came in. My little black bag.
Well, look, I'm going to have a look.
It contains her purse, and without it, she can't pay the bill. Worried by its disappearance, she helps the assistant search.
I've got all my cards in there. Can you have a look behind the counter?
It's nowhere to be seen, and even the manager joins in.
I had my phone and everything, and I came in with my phone this morning.
You want to look at yourself?
I've just been in and had a look. Look, I've got to go and meet my mum at the station. I'm late. I've got to find her 15 minutes ago. She's got cash in her. Can I go and then come back? Can you keep on looking for it, though? If I give my ring, I'll let you keep that, because I need to come back for that.
Leaving her gold ring behind as security, Jess promises to return with the £160 in cash.
Cash and everything. Can you keep on having a look? Is that okay?
All right.
Okay, thank you.
But on closer inspection, the ring's not all it seems.
She left me this. What is this?
So how did the black bag she walked in with suddenly disappear? Jess clearly had the bag when she arrived at the salon, but not for long. Out of sight of the receptionist, she slipped the bag into a secret lining in her coat, which she then handed in to an assistant.
Thank you very much. Yes.
After the pampering session, Jess collects her belongings and the bag has vanished.
I don't know, I just came in and I just gave my coat and everything over at the same time.
But in fact, it's safely tucked away within her coat.
I don't know,
Jess can't hang around, but to prove she's trustworthy, she leaves behind a ring as security.
I'll let you keep that, because I need to come back for that.
The ring is as fake as our hustler's story. Jess has no intention of returning to collect the ring or pay the bill.
I don't think she'll come back.
She left the ring.
But it's fake.
She's gonna come back. She left the ring.
But can you feel it's fake?
Yeah, but it's her ring. She left it.
She's not gonna come, I'm sure. Yeah, this ring is just rubbish. I'll just check it into the bin.
This scam works very well because in this case, our hustler, Jess, creates a situation where she becomes the victim. So by becoming the victim, the hustler gets away with it because who suspects a victim?
Most of the time when these things happen, it's completely innocent, but a healthy amount of suspicion can be a good thing, especially with customers that you don't know. But remember, most of the time, it isn't a scam, but that's exactly what hustlers are counting on you to think.
This is the shop phone call scam. For this scam, Jess has to do some groundwork. She browses the internet for a small independent shop. Then she gives them a quick call.
Hi, can I speak to the manager, please? They're not in. Right, okay. Would you be able to tell me what days they're going to be in next week? Because I'm wanting to pop in and have a chat.
She finds out when the boss is going to be in store. And more importantly,
every day apart from Wednesday.
when he's not.
Okay, that's great. Thanks ever so much. Bye.
It's Wednesday, and Jess arrives at the store with a package for the boss, knowing full well that he's not there to receive it.
Hi, hello. Are you Bob Darkins?
I'm not. I work for Bob.
Oh, right. Is he around? Do you know?
Not at the moment, he's not.
No, is he due back within the next few minutes, do you know?
She's gone home at the moment.
Really? I've got a package for him. I need to leave it with him, or would you be able to call him?
Intent on making the delivery, Jess persuades the assistant to call the shop owner.
Hi, Bob. It's Paul. We've got a lady trying to deliver from a company called TRH. Do you know anything about it? T for Tommy, R for Robert, H for Henry.
Can I have a word with him?
Right, do you want to have a word with the lady? It's just, yeah, here she is.
Thank you. Hello? Hello, is this Bob? Hello there, Bob. I've got a parcel for you from TRH Deliveries. Ideally, I'd have liked to leave it with you personally, but if I have your permission, could I leave it at the store? Is that okay? Lovely. Ah, it could be. Have you been waiting? It's £60 cash on delivery, so how are you wanting to do that? 'Cause, obviously you're not here. From the till.
After a brief chat with Jess, the boss has agreed to let his assistant pay for the parcel with money from the till.
Sorry, I've been keeping you talking. All right, then, no problem. OK, thanks, Bob. Bye. Bye.
Done?
Oh, yeah. Right, he says he's going to be back in half an hour. Yeah. Can you pay £60 from the till cash on delivery?
Yeah.
And also, can you sign for it too?
There you go, 60.
That's great, thank you. If I hang that up properly. Could you just sign at the bottom just there for me? Thank you. Have a lovely day. Thank you, bye.
Jess leaves the store 60 quid up. But why would the boss agree to pay for something he hasn't ordered, and without seeing what it is? Well, in fact, he didn't. There was more to this hustle than meets the eye. When Jess entered the store, she asked the assistant to get the boss on the phone.
Would you be able to call him?
But it was vital that Jess spoke to the boss directly.
Thank you. Hello? Hello, is this Bob? Hello there, Bob. I've got a parcel for you from TRH Deliveries. If I have your permission, could I leave it at the store? Is that okay? Lovely.
This is the crucial part of the scam. Because when the boss finished his side of the conversation and hung up, Jess carried on talking. Although the shop assistant doesn't know it, Jess is now only pretending to speak to his boss.
It's £60 from the till. No, that's fine with me. Yeah.
And finally, Jess ensures that the assistant never gets to confirm with his boss by ending the fake conversation abruptly.
Oh, sorry, I've been keeping you talking.
That's an easy 60 quid. And this is only the first stop on Jess's rounds today. She has plenty of deliveries to make to stores where the boss is conveniently out.
Hello, it's the manager, please.
I spoke to my boss and I believe she was speaking to him, so perhaps she was doing something else behind my back that I didn't know about. Whatever's in the box is his. If it's an empty box, he's got an empty box.
This is an extremely brazen scam, but it uses very clever psychology. The first thing is Jess asks the staff to call the manager themselves, so they know absolutely that's who Jess is calling. But she only speaks to him for half the conversation. What they don't realise is that the last half, he's already hung up. But you have to remember, this particular scam has been pulled all over the United Kingdom, and people have come back to their businesses to find parcels. They open it up, inside is a rusted old exhaust or an old carpet or some piece of rubbish that, unfortunately, their staff has paid for. So we know that the psychology works, and the scam is very effective.
This is the security van scam. A busy high street, plenty of shoppers around, a pickpocket would have a field day, but Alex has his eyes on a bigger prize. He's staking out the shopping parade, armed with a video camera. Finally, he sees what he's been waiting for. A security van pulls up, and the guards walk into a clothes store. They're here to collect the weekly takings, and Alex captures the whole event on camera. He's got his target. The next time the takings are picked up, it'll be by the hustlers. But how? Later, Alex and Paul study the footage. To pull off this scam, it's vital they copy every detail of the security guards' uniforms, right down to the helmets, stab vests, and lockboxes, all bought from the internet. Alex and Paul are about to perform a pickup of their own, but this week there's only one place those precious takings are going, and it's not the bank. It's business as usual at the clothes shop, and the assistant is expecting guards to pick up this week's takings. Thanks to Alex's surveillance skills, the hustlers know what the guards will be wearing and which day they'll turn up, but they don't know the exact time, because for security reasons, the time of the pickup is changed every week. All they know is that it usually happens between 1 and 5 p.m. It's imperative that Paul and Alex intercept that cash before the real security firm turns up. So, taking no chances, they arrive at the clothes store at the earliest possible time and pull up slightly out of view of the shop window. This is their one and only chance. Lockboxes in hand, they stride straight in.
Morning.
All right, mate, you all right?
Yeah.
The assistant doesn't ask for ID, which is just as well, as theirs is fake. That's it. He's handing over the weekly takings. Alex and Paul keep conversation to an absolute minimum. They look professional and vigilant. But really, they just want to get out of there in case the real security firm turns up. With the cash handed over, they simply walk out of the store. The shop assistant has no idea he's just been robbed and carries on as normal. Alex and Paul jump straight into the van and drive off. Paul checks the loot. That's a big wad of cash. They've got away with it, but only just. 10 minutes later, and the real security firm arrives. This should be interesting.
We're here for your takings?
I've just given them to you about 10 minutes ago.
Who was that?
I thought it was you.
No.
About 10 minutes ago?
No, there's no other vehicles in this area today. We're meant to be taking your takings.
There was 2 envelopes, so I gave them both to you.
Well, it wasn't us.
The shop assistant can't believe it. He's just given the entire weekly takings to a couple of bogus security guards. And they're nowhere to be seen. Try explaining this one to your boss.
First people came in and they looked genuine. They came in and said, have I got the money? And I gave them the money. And then about 10 minutes later, the other people came in, which looked genuine as well. And I just thought it was a mix-up between the security people. Well, it was all the whole week's taken, so probably anything over 5 grand. Well, I can't believe that's been done. I'm probably just gonna get fired now. So.
This scam is all about assumptions and social compliance. The marks in the store know that they're expecting a security collection, so when Alex and Paul walk in, they assume that they are the genuine security people.
This is not a new scam. This has been going for some time, even to the point where really serious organised criminals dressed as police officers and stopped a security van on the A13 in London and robbed the van of millions of pounds worth of bullion. So there is a real issue about people putting too much trust and not just questioning enough. If there's anything even slightly out of the ordinary with a cash collection, the employees should be very, very alert to it. They should ring the company, ask the company if there's any identification code, and if that guard doesn't know the code, hasn't got proper identification, or won't go on the telephone and talk to the company, then there's something wrong. And as soon as you start to go through those procedures, that bogus guard will turn on his heel and be out the door like a shot.